So that's a very useful special case that we often deal with. And there's another useful case, which is the topic of chapter 2.2.6. And this one is about POVMs. So POVM stands for positive operator valued measurement. And the S is the plural of that. Positive operator valued measurement. It's sort of a historical term, and the meaning doesn't concern us too much. So we're just going to refer to them as POVMs, the acronym itself. The idea of POVMs is that if we look at the measurement postulate here, the only place that M sub m appears by itself is sort of in the measurement update rule, right? In every other case, it's paired with its Hermitian conjugate, dagger dagger. So in this case, we can think of dagger this product. Let's call this some other operator, E sub m. And we're going to call these POVM elements. POVM elements. From the third postulate, you can immediately see that if I sum over all of these POVM elements, I'll get the identity. So the completeness relation for POVM elements says sum over m E sub m is equal to identity. And also in this case, you can see that the probability of measurement outcome m is just E sub m. It's just a relabeling, essentially. So P of m is equal to psi em psi. The full set of POVM elements, the set em, is called itself a POVM. So this is your definition of POVM elements and a POVM, positive operator valued measurement. Let's see an example of this. So in the case of a projective measurement with measurement operators P sub m, we have EM, by definition, was PM dagger PM. And this, because of the condition for projective measurements, is actually just PM itself. So projective measurements are already a special case, or a particular case, rather, of POVMs. And there's actually a theorem, which I'll state, but I'm not going to prove, that this is the only case where this happens. So if the POVM elements are the measurement operators itself, then you must have had a projective measurement. So projective measurements are the only case where measurement operators, I'll write it without the set, measurement operators are equal to the POVM elements E sub m. Now, the only thing we need to think about is how do we recover the update rule from this? Because we would like to think about any set of positive operators, E sub m, such that sum over m E sub m is equal to identity as a valid quantum measurement, as a POVM. It's a POVM. Remember the condition positive. What does positive mean? This means that EM is greater than or equal to 0, meaning that it has no negative eigenvalues. Remember, we defined positive operators. Sometimes it's positive definite, sometimes positive semi-definite, depending on who you ask. And in this case, we can recover the measurement operator itself, as the square root of E sub m. The operator is positive, so I'm allowed to take its square root. That's well defined. And therefore, we can use the square root of the POVM element E sub m in our update rule. So psi after the measurement will get mapped to this square root of EM psi over the square root of the probability of getting that measurement outcome. So take this as your formal definition of a POVM. Any set of positive operators such that the completeness equation is satisfied will define a valid quantum measurement for us. And all we have to do is take the square root of E sub m to recover the measurement operator that you see in the third postulate.